Alito and greetings. I'm Phoenix Nadie. I just want to give you guys a quick word about the winter solstice, about the Saturn and Jupiter conjunction, and just the wonderful energy that is going about today. I really like the vibrations that are being emitted by friends and loved ones and those who follow me on social media. Your posts and all those things have been great and wonderful. I really appreciate it. But there is one thing that I do want to address about this moment, because we have a lot of people who are sharing information about it and are equating it with becoming a different being. And we want to make sure that we have understanding about what's happening. Our ancestors here in America look towards this day, the winter solstice, as being a day of, pretty much understanding that the light of the sun is that which sustains us here. And I'm looking at myself here. I'm so sorry, you guys, to give you guys some respect and look at you. But understanding that the light of the sun and the sun itself is a very strong nurturing force and energy. And we pay our respects to that, because the only way that we can survive, the only way that we can have the food that we eat, so the plants and all of those things, the only way we can have those things is if the sun is here to give us what we need. Hence the reason why a lot of cultures worship the sun, or it seemed as though they worship the sun, okay? Understanding that the vitamin D that we get from the sun works with every living thing, including ourselves, the plants, the animals, the things that we use to nurture our bodies. We understood that. We understand that even in this day. And so we get to the point where we look at these things and we look at what they call pagan traditions and, Christmas and Christianity and all of those things. Well, if you watched my most recent Crystal Medicine Oracle, which I posted this day, and I was able to tap into that aspect that Christianity pushes and puts in your face so much. The whole aspect of the Immaculate Conception and the Virgin Mary and the Christ being born and how it happened and when it happened and the celestial bodies and all of those things that transpired, the three wise men and all of that stuff. If you think about that story and you decide to dig into its symbolic meaning and the allegory in that story, it's something that you need to apply to yourself, okay? In this day and time, I'm gonna say in this day, today, people want to say that they're getting superpowers, some DNA upgrade, which it's not necessarily in that aspect. There is going to be an increase, but it is in consciousness and your understanding in the realm and the world that you live in. Understanding that you yourself is that Christ energy. You yourself is that Christ, consciousness that is spoken about so much. Christ consciousness is when you get to the point where you realize that you yourself have the ability to create your reality through manifestation. That is what this is all about. This is about getting to the point in your life where you stop looking at things outside of yourself and you begin to look into yourself and realize that you have been great all along. You have been great from day one. That is what this day is about. So you want to be able to go into some meditation today. Those of you who are able to fast, fasting does help to increase and elevate that Christ consciousness. My baby boy. But I actually just got home from work and they get so excited to see me and my husband when we come home from work. But I just need to take this moment. I gotta get this out. So the Christ consciousness that is happening right now And you can see that in a lot of people who have had that thought about, okay, yeah, DNA upgrade, increase, woo, woo, woo. But at the same time, it's like, wait a minute. If I am in a position to create my reality in this realm of existence, in this world, in this galaxy, in this universe, then why am I waiting for upgrades? Good question, right? You actually have had the opportunity several times over to create your reality, to bring into your life what is meant for you. And you have the power to let go of things in your life that no longer serve you. That in itself puts you in a place where you realize that you are more. You are so much more than what society and the governments and all of these other things place on you. Like this whole thing about the COVID-19, and there is a spiritual aspect of COVID. And a lot of people have shared it, COVID or Corona, I should say, which means crown, your crown chakra. Open that up. The whole stay at home is not necessarily stay at home. It's stay within, go within, you know. The whole thing about not going outside, you do the total opposite. They always tell you to do something that you shouldn't be doing. Go outside and take those daggone masks off. Okay? When you go in the store, put it on. When you come out the store, take it off. You know, when you're around people and you just want to be sure, okay, put it on. But once you're sure, take it off. Take it off. Breathe the oxygen that these wonderful trees give us, right? Absorb that wonderful vitamin D from the sun and boost your immune system. Vitamin D, vitamin D3, vitamin D1, vitamin D12, all of these vitamins, these D vitamins. No synthetics. You don't need synthetics. Go stand in the sun. Go sun gaze early in the morning or right before sunset. You know? Stand in your backyard for a while if you're just leery about being amongst other people. But you have the power to create your reality. You have the power to manifest what you want in your life, just like you have the power to release and let go of what you don't want in your life. You hold that power, and you have always held that power. So what I am presenting to you this day is to realize that within yourself, right? Be your sacred self. Unlock your own keys to self-mastery, because guess what? You are the only person who can say, I am. You. Yes, you. The only person, whoa, piece of lint. You are the only person who can say, I am great. I am abundant. I am worthy of all of the good and wonderful things that come into my life, right? I am upgrading, right? I am manifesting that which I want in my reality. Only you can do that. Only you can say that. So this day would be the perfect day to affirm all of that wonderfulness in yourself and speak what you want to manifest into your life. And when I say speak it, I mean speak it outright and out loud. Do this with your family. Meditate. I'll say it again. Meditate with your family. So that's it. That is all. It's not this big old wonderful thing that, you know, glitz and glams and all of that. No, it's not that. It's you realizing who you are, putting yourself in that position. The energy of the Mother Mary is like that of the cosmic mother, right? She believed that she could, and so she did. Because anybody can tell you anything, right? Anybody can place anything on you, but it's up to you to accept what they placed on you or to dismiss it and believe in yourself. And that's what she did. She believed it. She knew that, hey, I can do this and it's going to happen. She believed it so strongly that it did happen. And even if it is just a story, you know, to get you to getting your wheels turning and understand that that's you, then, you know, hey, I accept that story then. Not in its literal, not in the literal sense, but in the spiritual sense. So if I want to believe that I can conceive miraculously, and in conceiving, we can look at this in so many different ways. It doesn't have to be a physical child. It could be the things that you do want to manifest in your life that you can call Immaculate Conception. Because guess what? I believed it so much that I began to go through the phases, and I travailed, and I went through labor. And guess what? My labor was not in vain. What I put forth and what I decided that I wanted to create in my reality and my being and my existence, I was able to make manifest because I went through all of the phases that I needed to go through to give birth to my reality, to create that which I wanted. That right there for me, and in that full understanding, that beats any and everything. Any and everything. This is something I want to teach my children. I want my children to know this. You know what I'm saying? Do you understand? I think you get it. I think you got it. So with all of that being said, manifest well, create your reality, and hey, believe in you. Because guess what? You are a part of that bright and morning star. Right? Because that's what they said that Christ was, right? The bright and morning star. I hope that you have a wonderful winter solstice. I hope that you enjoy the great Saturn and Jupiter conjunction. Go outside right before sunset and look towards the southwest so that you can see it bright and bold. You all have a great day. Shapishalashike.